Hello and welcome. We have made it to Arequipa, Peru. Most people come to Arequipa to admire the surrounding volcanoes or to hike Colca Canyon, a canyon twice as deep as the Grand Canyon. But today we are here for one reason and one reason only, and that is to try the local Arequipa food. So most people go to Lima or the Sacred Valley to try their cuisines, but as the second largest city in Peru, Arequipa has an amazing food scene of its own. And so today we are going to do a DIY mini food tour and try some of Arequipa's local dishes.
Let's get together. Let's get together. Let's get together.
All right, we have our list of foods that we want to try, and we are just going to check it off today as we try them out.
Yeah, I love all the little doodles you did.
Yes, each one has a drawing. All right, let's go. So I forgot to tell you guys, Arequipa is actually known for very spicy food, and so in honor of the occasion, I've worn my chili pepper shirt, which I'm very excited about. And so we've also made it to our first restaurant of the day. We are at Piconteria La Mundial, and we have ordered this nice pitcher of Chicha de Jora. So that's going to be the first thing that we try today. And basically what this is a purple corn beer, and it has a low alcohol content and also a slight fizz. So this pitcher was only 8 soles, which is a really, really good deal. All right, one for you, Chad. Cheers.
Thank you.
So it's very similar to the Chicha Morada. It has a lot of autumnal notes. Of course, it is made out of the purple corn, so you do taste that. And then it's got that hint of cinnamon. And because it is a beer, there's that tiny little fizz at the end, which kind of makes it taste like a fruity soda. I think it tastes really, really good. I think I might even like it more than the Chicha Morada because it has that little fizz at the end.
So another thing that I want to add about this drink is that it does not taste anything like beer, and it honestly is kind of like a kombucha. That's the closest thing that it makes me think about.
So we just got this massive heaping plate of food, and it looks so, so amazing. So on their menu, you actually can get 2 things that are on our list, and it's called the doble. And so we will be able to cross off the Rocoto Relleno as well as the Chicharron. So here you have this really spicy pepper, and it is stuffed with meats and veggies and topped with some cheese. And then it always comes with this potato dish. So it's basically like a potato cake, and I believe it's also pretty cheesy. And then right over here we have the Chicharron, and I believe this is pretty popular across all of Peru, but of course Arequipa has an amazing Chicharron of its own. So basically what this is, it's pork that has been boiled until the liquid evaporates out and the fat renders out. And so you've got a really nice crispy top and then some really tender meat. And I'm so excited to try it. You can also get this in sandwiches, but today we are only getting the meat itself. As you can see, the inside is completely filled with meat, and this is actually the dish that I'm most excited about trying because it's so famous and it looks so good. So good. Oh my gosh. One of the best stuffed peppers I've ever had in my life. The meat inside is so tender, perfectly cooked, and the pepper is actually a little bit spicy, which I think actually adds to it. So a lot of the times in the US you get a sweet pepper, and so you've got a nice little sweet taste, but with this you've got a nice little kick, which I really enjoy. All right, Chad, it's your turn.
Nice.
It really reminds me of like southern home cooking, just the way that the flavors all blend together. Oh, it's so good.
All right, next up is the potato cake.
I actually think there's some egg in there. It kind of tastes like a potato, cheese, and egg omelet.
Totally. It tastes like an omelet, but it kind of tastes like a casserole that's been baked.
All right, last but certainly not least,
I don't even know how to go about this guy. Let's see. Oh man.
just pick up the hunk of meat.
Oh, so good. I don't know if you could see, but it just tore off when I bit into it. And so you've got this really nice tender meat, and the top is so crunchy, almost like fried chicken.
It's like when you look at it, it looks like it'd be pretty dry, but I don't think it's gonna be.
That crunch.
Oh my goodness. It's like Thanksgiving supper. It's so delicious. I still can't get over how thick this meat is.
It's so freaking good.
Yeah.
So all of that food was just 38 soles, and we even have a huge box of leftovers for lunch tomorrow. So it was an amazing deal, and all the food was so good.
All right, so we just made it back to our Airbnb in order to drop off our leftovers, but now we're gonna head back out, walk around the Plaza de Armas of Arequipa, and we're gonna go to the San Camilo Market. So we just made it to the San Camilo Market, and like most markets in South America, they don't just sell food here, they sell a lot of miscellaneous things.
Taken by the sudden silence.
So we just walked over to a booth that sells Chicha de Guiñapo, and it's very similar to the drink that we just had that's called Chicha de Jora, but basically it is made from a corn that is local to the Arequipa area, so I'm gonna give it a try. Really good. It's honestly, it's very similar to what we just had, but I'd say that it's even more fruity.
Yeah, very similar. And apparently it pairs really well with the spicy food of Arequipa, so that's why they like drinking this along with their meals.
'Cause every breath I take is lucky when
What's up next?
Either this one or this one. I did want to quickly mention that this was only 1 sol, so it was very cheap. And then we are going to try one final drink of the day. So here we have the Kola Escocesa, and it actually means Scotch cola. And this is Arequipa soda that actually competes with the Inca Cola. And we haven't tried the Inca Cola on camera, but it's definitely a very sweet soda, and it tastes a little bit like bubble gum. And so we're gonna try this one. It's very fruity, and I think it tastes kind of like a cherry soda. Yeah, very similar to a Coke cherry. That's what I would say.
All right, I wanna try.
Yeah, Chad loves soda, so.
Another thing I do want to add is that we obviously have a glass bottle because we bought it from this restaurant over there, and I actually have to bring it back to them when we're finished because I think they reuse them, which is kind of awesome. Yeah, that tastes just like a cherry Coke, honestly. Very similar, but it tastes more natural in the flavor. Man, having a carbonated drink after not having one in a long time is really nice.
Yeah, Chad used to drink like 1,000,000 Cokes a day.
Yes. Not anymore.
Also, so I do want to mention that the price of this cola was 61 cents in US dollars or $2.50 in soles.
We are just both very filled with fizzy drinks.
Yes.
That huge pitcher that we got earlier, still digesting.
Yeah. But we're doing it for you guys. We gotta try everything today.
I've always wondered how like those food YouTubers just go around and eat all day, and they eat like so much food. Like if Chad wasn't here to help me out with eating all this food, I don't think I could do a food tour by myself.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
I think they probably have a whole team behind the camera that can help them eat.
Maybe.
Or they-
I don't know.
I
I don't know. Chad has obediently brought back the glass bottle, and we are now going to go explore the Plaza de Armas before heading to dinner.
All right, time to check off another one. Where are we? Kola Escocesa. 1, 2, 3, 4 left. More than halfway done. Full of cola.
Very full.
You're like a stuffed Rocoto Relleno. there.
Wonder how we found this island. With nothing but our fingers intertwined.
So we've been relaxing in the Plaza de Armas of Arequipa. We sat on a bench for a while. We were watching this dog chase the pigeons. It was honestly just so much fun. But I think we have digested enough now, so we're gonna walk 2 blocks north to our next food destination.
Forever never felt so timeless.
Alrighty, so we have made it to our dinner restaurant, and it is called Victoria, and I believe it's another Piconteria. And so here we're gonna be able to check off the rest of the things on our list, and we've already placed our order, and the food should be coming very soon. So they just brought out a little table snack, and this actually isn't on our AREQUIPA food tour list, but it is on our Peruvian foods to try list. So this is conchita, and it's a very common table snack here in Peru, and it's basically just some toasted corn with some salt. Very crunchy. Tastes like crunchy popcorn. Very dry after it gets in your mouth.
Very dry, but still really good flavor. Definitely want some water.
All right, so we have just gotten all of our food, and it looks so incredible, beautifully plated. And so the first thing that we got is the Ocopa, and this is typically an appetizer on menus. And so basically what we have here are some boiled Andean potatoes, and then there is a green sauce that's drizzled all over. It's a little bit spicy, and it's actually made out of huacatai, which is this plant right here. It's actually very similar to the mint, and this dish usually comes with a boiled egg, some olives, and some extra little veggies. And so we're really excited to try this one. All right, so next up we have the adobo, and this is actually a soup that is traditionally eaten on Sunday mornings, and it apparently is really good to cure a hangover. And we don't have any hangovers today, or normally, but we're really excited to try this. And this meat that you see here is actually vinegar and spice marinated, and so it's full of flavor, and there's actually a very spicy pepper right here on top that we can either eat with it if we want that extra spice, or we can take it away if we're not feeling that. And so this soup is often eaten with this bread, and so essentially you would just kind of tear this bread apart, dip it in the soup, and eat it all together. And then lastly we have this beautiful seafood stew, and it's called the Chupe de Camarones. And this little crawfish that you see here is very important and apparently very healthy, and they got it from the Macaz River. And apparently there is a little bit of Spanish influence with the cheese, the egg, and the milk that is found in the broth. And so we are going to give all 3 of these a taste, and man, I don't even know where to start. Alrighty, let's give this one a shot. Hopefully it's not like crazy spicy or anything. Oh, I know what it reminds me of. Reminds me of the guinea pig. The herbs here have a very distinct taste. So anytime I have anything with the Andean herbs in it, it just instantly reminds me of the guinea pig, because that's the first thing that I ate with the herbs. And so it's very tasty. Actually not too spicy at all.
What is this?
A little bit a courtesy, a gift from us.
Oh, thank you.
That's so sweet.
This is called Chicha de Guiñapo.
So they just brought us some free drinks. This is the Chicha de Guiñapo, and it's that drink that we were trying earlier in the market that is special to Arequipa, their special beer. And so we're gonna have some with dinner. That's so sweet.
It's a lifetime with someone to hold on to.
It blends really well together. It's like very creamy and smooth.
It's also served cold, so it's very refreshing, especially with all the herbs that are layered on it, and also like the herbs in the sauce. Very flavorful and fragrant.
Yes, exactly. Fragrant.
All right, so next up is the soup, and I guess I'm actually supposed to dip the bread into the soup. Very, very savory. I can taste the vinegar in the background, like just a little hit at the back of the tongue. And let me get a little more of the soup. Yeah, it tastes like a really good beef stew. It really reminds me of beef stroganoff if I had to compare it to anything. All right, so the last thing is that, and I think we're gonna try it at the same time. All right, so get your spoon.
Pepper's pretty spicy.
Well, good thing this drink helps with the spice of all the food, so.
Yeah, I found my safety.
It's like a creamy seafood chowder.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, you can really taste like the seafood.
Yeah.
And I just ate one of the huacatai mint leaves with it, and it paired very well. You should try. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
We haven't had a
nice.
flavor like this in like
A month.
a month. I mean, even
Over
in
a
the
month,
US,
yeah.
we really didn't have a flavor like this, so this is really special.
Coming right up?
Food tours are fun.
I know, we should do more food tours. It allows us to eat better.
I know. We've been eating ramen for like the past 5 days.
Yeah, I know.
You guys should definitely check this place out.
Yeah.
We'll link their Instagram like in the description box, but every single thing that they've brought out here, they've explained to us the history of it, all the ingredients in it, and they even gave us this free drink on the house, so we highly recommend it.
Here we have our queso helado.
All right, so we just got our queso helado. It is our final thing on our food tour.
So what queso helado is the direct translation is iced cheese, but it's actually not made out of cheese. It's actually called this because of its texture. It's very similar to cheese. And so it's actually made out of 3 different milks, and one of them is condensed milk. So it has kind of that creamy condensed milk taste. And then of course there's some cinnamon and vanilla flavors as well.
The time has come. Our final food.
When I took a bite of this, it literally just like threw me back into childhood autumn memories. It's so amazing. Wow.
Any of our previous videos have not convinced you to come to Peru. This one definitely should.
Yeah, but you need to come to Arequipa because this is where you get it.
Forever never felt so timeless.
Oh, it's so sad. Our food tour is over, but we did want to end today with telling you our personal favorites. And you want to take it off?
Yes, I will take it away. So I am a huge beverage person. I really like drinks, and I can drink a lot of liquid, unlike Claire.
No, I can't.
So I would say that my favorite drink today was the cola, just because it tasted so real. It felt like I was having a very authentic soda. As for the food, the chicharron this morning was just so good. The crunch and the juice and the flavor in it was amazing.
Yeah.
And then, of course, last but not least was the queso helado, which I think was obviously just so delicious.
So for my favorite beverage, it's going to be either the Chicha de Jora or the Chicha de Guiñapo. They honestly tasted almost the exact same to me. And either way, it tasted fantastic, so I really enjoyed that. As for food, I think I'm going to say the Rocoto Relleno and then also the Chupe de Camarones. Those were both amazing. So the first one is that spicy stuffed pepper, and then the second one was that seafood chowder. I can just taste it. They're both super unique in flavor, and especially that seafood chowder. It literally blew me away. Everything paired so well together, and I could just like drink that broth. And we have a little bit left for tomorrow, so I'm gonna wake up bright and early, go down that, take a shot of it. For dessert, I'm obviously a huge dessert person, so of course I loved the queso helado. We're probably gonna get it one more time before we head out of Arequipa. So thank you guys so much for joining us on our mini food tour. If you did enjoy the food tour, let us know, because we obviously would love to do more of these, and we want to know if you guys actually enjoy watching them.
With all of that, with our full bellies, we will
yes.
call it a night, and we will see you guys next time.
Bye!